Howdy. This is not a build video. This is a discussion-ish kind of sort of video. Maybe-ish. Uh, I don't know really where this is going to go. I don't know. This is just sort of like talking about stuff I want to do, right? Kind of similar to ranting in the Argon Hunt, but more specific about stuff, talking about what I'm talking about, because I want to show stuff, because I want to get more people's opinions or hear more ideas on what I could sort of do, right? Get more knowledge, more brains in on the action with what I'm making here. So, I've got some stuff in the works that I'm trying to work on, and I just need a little bit more stuff going on. I don't know, more inspiration or more resources and stuff. So, where to start? All right. First off, somebody asked if I would do a Rhino max investment, and I said that maybe in the future if I find a build that's really like piques my interest. I don't know if this is the build for that, but it's an interesting build. So, what I was thinking of, so I was testing Mark for Death with Trinity and her energy vampire and stuff, all of that. And then I was testing stuff with pull. I was using Rhino. I use Rhino specifically with this build right here a lot to test stuff because I can, faction multiplier via roar, base strength if I need to test it, and ensnare to pull stuff in without having Venari on Korra running around being a little bitch annoying me. So I like to use Rhino a lot when testing stuff. I test stuff with Rhino more than any other character because he's just so easy to do stuff on. But I had a thought when I was on Rhino after I was using Mark for Death, which was I wonder if Roar double dips on Mark for Death. So if you don't know what Mark for Death is, Mark for Death is an ability you get from the helmet, a unique ability, where you cast it on an enemy, and after you shoot the enemy, or hit them, or any source of damage from yourself, not including DOTs, which is separate from Blast, by the way, and not including like attacks from your pets. Like a Sentinel isn't gonna proc the Mark for Death, but the next instance of damage you deal, I don't know if teammates could proc it, will spread with a multiplier to all the enemies around within a radius, right? It also spreads the status effect. It spreads whatever that instance of damage was. So if it procs a status, it's also going to spread that status to everything. I hit that guy back there. See, no status. Now it procced radiation on everything. Very interesting. Now, how it works, back over here, is when you shoot or deal the damage, it deals 75% of that hit's damage to all the enemies around within a 10-meter radius. And that skills with strength, it does have a cap. So the cap on this is 150% with 200% strength. Wait a second. So where is it? I'll just replace this. There we go. 150, you can see higher than 238 strength isn't going to do anything for it. It'll still help with roar if you're using it on Rhino, but in general, 200% strength is the cap for getting the most damage out of Mark for Death. Now, it deals that damage, but it's an ability, technically. Not that that matters. I guess if it was a weapon, it would still work the same way I'm going to explain it. But something for it counting as an ability does mean that it's not going to give you weapon kills like for building your arcane or anything. So keep that in mind. But if it deals that damage as that ability, like it's a separate instance of damage than the shot itself, but it also deals the damage based on how much damage the shot did to hit it, means that Roar should apply to deal the damage on the shots and then apply on the hits from Mark for Death spreading again to double dip it, which is pretty interesting of a thought. And it does actually work that way. So if I have, let's say this was at 100% of the damage is spread, and I deal 10,000 damage, and I add Roar into the mix, alright? instead of dealing 10,000 and spreading 100% and Roar gives 50% more damage, that would be 15,000. Well, it's going to be 15,000 damage that then hits, and Marked for Death's instance is a separate instance of damage also benefiting from the 50%, bringing it to 22,500 damage. So more than doubling the damage because it double dips Roar with Marked for Death. But things get even snazzier. So most people are aware that Roar is a faction multiplier, similar to faction mods. And faction multipliers double dip on status procs, which would be any sort of DOTs or blast damage, I believe. Now, as you saw earlier, Marked for Death spreads the status from the hits. So Roar will triple dip the status proc on Marked for Death. So let's say I had 200% strength for 150% damage spread and 100% damage bonus on Roar, and I deal 10,000 damage without activating Roar first. So I deal 10,000 damage to that enemy. It's going to spread 100 or 15,000 damage because it's 150% to all the enemies around. So 10,000, 15,000 is spread. Now, if I do a status effect like slash damage, let's say I hit the enemy and the slash proc deals 10,000 damage, right? Well, it would then obviously still be 15,000 when it spreads. But if I cast Roar, and I'm still 200% strength for 100% damage bonus, that 10,000, before it takes effect from the 150% spread, right? It's going to go from 10,000 to 20,000. Then it's going to spread with Marked for Death. So that 20,000 is then going up to 30,000. Alright. Then Roar procs again because it double dips on Marked for Death, bringing it up to 60,000. And then because it's a DOT, Roar triple dips, bringing it up to 120,000 damage. So my slash proc that normally will only deal 10,000 on the target hit is then spreading a slash proc that is dealing 12 times the damage to everything hit from the Marked for Death explosion. That's a lot of damage. Now, another thing that makes this convenient to do is that Marked for Death requires strength and range, right? But you still have to keep in mind your efficiency and stuff, and you don't want to build a stat on a Warframe that's worthless in general. Marked for Death fits perfectly on Rhino because you're already building strength for Roar, and range is really nice to build because it means it's easier to give Roar to your teammates, and then it means piercing Roar as well as your 4 Rhino Stomp will have insane range for crowd control because they already both have absurdly high base range. Look at that, 58.75 meters radius. That's fucking huge. That is a lot of crowd control. I made a video talking about that with a pure crowd control build not too long ago, like 2 months ago. It was this build, I think. So our range is being made use of. Our strength is also being massively used because of Roar. We don't need high duration because Iron Skin doesn't matter as long as we don't have negative duration. Rhino Stomp, it doesn't matter on duration, is irrelevant to Marked for Death. And as long as we don't have negative duration, Roar is totally fine with the 30 seconds at base. And if we don't kill our efficiency, then, well, we're chilling even more. Now, this is just testing build. It might change in the future. I was using Blind Rage, but it's just way too much energy to use this. So I like Transient Fortitude more. And with Molts Augmented, we go up to 199 strength, which is pretty much 200 to max out the bonus damage from Marked for Death. Because Roar is triple dipping, more strength is still going to be a huge damage increase. But, I don't know. I suppose Growing Power is also here, and we can get like Strength Archon Shards and use Madarine stuff, right? That would also help. But this is just a testing build, right? in the works for right now still, but what's something that would have like a guaranteed slash proc to make sure I can spread it so you can see how crazy it can be? I think Dread has high slash. Yeah. Dread has really high slash. So let's mess with my Dread build real quick. We're just going to remove this and this. And we'll keep that on. We'll remove that. I don't want to have to build up any stacks right now. And I really want to make sure we get a slash proc. I mean, it's already really high weighting, but just to be safe, we'll put this on. Oh, but we do need status chance, so actually we do want galvanized aptitude. And having more status would be nice. Is there something I can put on for more status chance? I'm not sure. Status damage. No, not really. I mean, that's status chance, crit chance. Oh, well, this should be fine. Okay. This isn't really meant to be to do a lot of damage. I just want to show it spreading and how crazy the power is. We're also not going to go into the incarnate form. Let's reset these enemies. Go over here. So, no proc. There we go. 2 slash procs, and that's with longbow. Damn, that's actually a lot of damage. Look at that. 1 slash proc. This isn't even a full build. This Dread is crazy. But now we cast that. Damn, it didn't spread the slash proc. See, the problem is multi-shot. Only literally one of the hits is spread to be able to put it on the other enemies. And one of those 2 arrows did not have the slash proc, and that was the arrow that proc marked for death. So there can be a bit of a consistency issue if you're going for something like this. But if it doesn't screw up, damn. Come on. Damn. We got 2 arrows because they're multi-shot and a 54% status chance. Now procced impact? Bro, the impact weighting is like unbelievably low. What is this? What is this RNG right now? How am I not getting slash procs? I got a slash proc and it wasn't the right one. Son of a son. Okay, do I need to use a different weapon apparently because this is just not working as well as I was hoping it would? Here, let's try adding in hunter munitions for more consistency. I think that should help. Simulate. And then just to make sure I can actually remove split chamber. Now we have no multi-shot. Hang on, I need energy just in case. There we go. Alrighty. Mark for death. Let him stand up. There it is. The slash proc, you can see it's not doing a lot. Now, that is because of the armor, okay? And I know slash goes through armor, but the hit that spreads does not go through armor. So you actually want to be able to have an armor strip, which would be an oof, but oh wait, I forgot I knocked them all down. It shouldn't really be much of an issue once we add roar into the mix. Look at that. That is obviously significantly higher damage than before. That was way more damage. Well, you know, just about 12 times the damage. So, the only thing we're really missing to make use of this more is armor strip, since the hit doesn't count as slash, ignoring armor. I'm not quite sure what to do there, because, I mean, we already have a helmet here, and Rhino doesn't have armor strip at base. So your boy's not quite sure what we would use for consistently armor stripping everything. I mean, I guess Zorus with corrosive melee influence. But at that point, Zorus is just going to kill everything itself. So what's the point? Like, Zorus is insane. Right? Yeah, look at that. Everything dies anyways. So Zorus doesn't really work. I mean, I guess on the high end if you need the mark for death damage. But I don't know. Anyways, that's the idea of the build. If you have any ideas for this build, then let me know. But let's move on to some other stuff that I want to talk about and maybe hear opinions on. Nyx. Nyx I was going to do the max investment, but now that she's getting a light rework, I'm just gonna wait, which works out because I honestly couldn't really find anything interesting on her anyways. I already talked about that in our con rant. I'm also trying out different stuff on the Tenet agendas. My problem right now is that's blast damage because I have a heat progenitor, and I don't really want blast damage. I mean, it's not bad per se, but I just don't feel like we have enough status chance that blast is really that great on it. Again, it's not bad at all. You can see it kills stuff just fine. But I think I would rather have pure electric or magnetic on it. Magnetic obviously for overguard, or pure electric just for massive electric DOTs. And I can't do that with a heat progenitor, which is a problem. So I really need to get an electric or magnetic progenitor. Electric would be better for straight damage, but I kind of want magnetic more because that would make this weapon really good for clearing overguard in rooms. Because magnetic will make it shred overguard, and I can just do a heavy attack, and with melee influence active, it's just going to spread all over the place and just pulverize all of the enemy's overguard. And I think that would be really, really good. That's what I want to run as the melee in my Protea max investment build. I actually finished it other than that. And I'm not sure if I want to wait until I get Agendus with that, or if I just want to stick with Zorus, but I kind of just want to wait for the Agendus. So, yeah, I don't know. If you have any ideas for different stuff I could try on Agendus in the meantime, though, let me know. Let the L Poppy know. I still don't have the other stances for the shields. I actually really like 11th Storm, though. There was a guy that was very salty about me saying 11th Storm was decent and that I liked it. Like, in the Ackenbrunt video, he said it was immediately a horrible video and clicked off as soon as I said I liked it. I mean, you do you, man, I guess. It really doesn't matter that much. The multipliers on stances are different, but melees do so much damage I don't really think multipliers matter. I think it's much more important how the stance feels and the sort of, like, range you have on the attacks. Like, this is just really cool. Look at that. Freaking throw the shield. And there's, like, this spin. It reminds me of one of the level 50 combo and Castle Crashers you get for characters. That's really freaking cool. I just love that. And then that's, like, the neutral basic attack. This is the moving forward basic attack. Not too bad, just decent 3-hit swing with decent range. Anyways. Other stuff that I'm working on. Wisp. Someone asked about a Wisp max investment build. I will do a Wisp max investment build, and actually pretty soon she's going to be probably the next one I focus on investing into. It's either going to be her or Rhino. I think her, right? I finished Ash already. So the next one will be probably Wisp and then Rhino. But I don't want to do just a general Wisp build because she's cool, but she doesn't really have a lot going for her if you don't build for Soulgate. She's just not that unique, I feel like. So the max investment build will be a bit of a meme build because it's going to be max investment for Soulgate. And I think it's going to be really funny and actually do some pretty decent damage. I have faith. It's going to be like probably 2 purple Talforge shards for ability damage on electric, right? I don't know. No. 2. Shit. Okay, 2 purple for ability damage on electric, 1 orange for ability damage on radiation, 1 green for ability damage on corrosive, and 1 yellow for casting speed is likely what I'll go with on her. But we'll see when I get to that point. Other stuff. What was another? There was another frame I really want to talk about. Oh yeah, I've been trying to work on Gara, but I really can't seem to get her slash or her lash or whatever build to do. What the? Oh, I screwed up my Gara slash build. Shit. Hang on a second. Let's fix this and make sure everything is as it should be. Wait, is this even the right thing? Am I even... Wait, what? I don't even know what the right build is anymore here. Pillage? I guess that is what it was? Here, let's go to Magistar. Maybe I should just like streamed while I talked about this instead of doing a video. It's probably going to be a long video, but oh well. It's fine. This will make it easier for people to watch it back. Here's what I have going on. I tried slash damage, but after the Jade Shadows changed, it's just so rough. So I think upfront damage is a better option, I want to say, for Gara. I don't know. Now we have Panzerwolfenfiled spread viral, I guess. Here. It's not bad, but I just feel like it's lacking. I guess maybe purple shards for melee crit damage would help. That could make a difference. Maybe it's the exact thing I'm missing here. There, now we build this up. There we go. They got viral on them. Yeah, see, it does plenty of damage, and this is before the armor strip. Because I'm also running Pillage here, which gives me both survivability and armor strip, so I get more damage. I don't know. I'm not sure what I feel like is missing. Something is. I know you can run the Invis here with the Doggo, but I still don't have the Harass Kubro to test that, which is really annoying in this massive sad face. But I was also kind of wanting to run a primer gun in this build too, which means I would break Invis. I don't know. If I could get the freaking Harass Kubro imprints, that'd be great. Oh yeah, on to a topic that I don't know. I feel bad asking, but I think I gotta be honest. I need some freaking help trying to get stuff to go out here. There's a lot of things I'm missing, resources I don't have, or not like resources, but like mods and stuff I don't have that I just don't have time to farm out, or I don't have the plat and stuff to get. If there's anybody that would be willing to like help me with stuff, specifically loan me stuff, I'm not going to ask for stuff for free, obviously not. But if someone would be like willing to loan me a mod or something that I need for a max investment build for a day and then I give it back, that would be so much help. If you'd be willing to do that sort of thing, then join the Discord and, I don't know, at me or something in the Discord server. You can find the link to the Discord on the YouTube channel if you go to the channel and go to my channel description. But things that I'm really in need of right now to get some builds going, this is something you can't borrow that I need, would be Harass Kubro imprints. If you have Kubro imprints for the Harass Kubro, that'd be so freaking huge. But other things that I need would be like, where is it? Sneak peek of the Protea Max Investment build. I want to use Exceltra on the Protea Max Investment, just really fits well in this build. But I need primed rifle ammo mutation to help with the ammo here. In other videos I've done for Max Investment, I didn't bother getting the prime version of ammo mutation because it wasn't needed on Angel's weapons. But the ammo economy on Exceltra is so bad that the primed version really would help a lot here. So if someone would loan me that for a day to do this build video, that would be great. Other than that, the only thing I'm waiting on is either committing to Zorus, or either doing Zorus or committing to waiting for Agendis in this build. The Ash build. Here, actually I want to change this. Why is it death? I want here Shadow's Hand. I feel like that's cool. Edgy but cool. For the Ash build, I'm still testing stuff out, and I really need a max melee crescendo. If someone would loan me that, that would be freaking huge. I have none. Because I need that to test stuff with, like, the glaive and the Praetos and shit. And I just don't have it, and I don't have, like, 1,000 plat to get a max melee crescendo. So I still need that to be able to work stuff out in Ash. Also, aside from needing stuff for that, if there's any weapons you know of that would be like really great to pair with Ash, that would be great. Because I'm really struggling as to what's guns to pair with him. Panzerwolfeile is hands down the best in my opinion, right, to run with Ash. I think it works out really nicely. Because if you run a Sentinel like with Hellstrom, it doesn't attack when you're invis, so that's a problem, but Panzerwolfeile will still sprint vital. And for melees, while I need Crescendo to test stuff and show stuff off, there are still plenty of melees to use with Ash, like Tonfas, Glaive Prime, Harmony, Praetos. There's a lot of options, but I'm not sure for guns. I mean, Spectre Vandal works because it's very slash oriented, and so does Convectrix. But I don't really feel like Convectrix fits into the Ash playstyle that well. You can use it. Same for Spectre Vandal. I'm using Latching just because it works well for Acolytes. The problem is I need AoE. Okay, I need an AoE weapon, but it can't have horrible animal economy like an explosive weapon. I want it to be able to kill Acolytes, so it can't be too heavily invested on only status damage. Like Spectre Vandal's a beam weapon, so a beam weapon can't deal with Acolytes, and neither can status focused weapons usually. So Latchin works because it's an explosive projectile which bypasses Acolyte attenuation. But I don't know. It doesn't fit that well with his theme, but I'll likely end up using it. But if you know any good weapons to pair with Ash, let me know before I get to doing the max investment Ash build. I also want to do Titania pretty soon. I'll get to that in not too long. I really wanted to do Trinity, but they said they're doing a light rework, so I'm going to wait on her. I'm excited to do a new Caliban video when Caliban gets his changes. That's going to be really, really snazzy. His rework. What else? There's something else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, if someone knows of all of the weapons that break Zephyr's tornado and spread damage more than they're supposed to, if you could leave a list of all of those down below, that would be awesome. You know, any Zephyr mains out there? Because I know, obviously, the tornadoes are amazing in general. But there's some weapons that do more damage than they should with the tornadoes. Like, it just breaks with spreading. I think Plasmor might be one of them. I don't remember. Tenet Agendus is one of them, because of how the travel distance and damage fall-off works on the heavy attack, but it's bypassed via the tornadoes. But if you know of weapons in general that do that with Zephyr, then let me know, because I want to work on a Zephyr max investment as well. And Zephyr's very snazzy. So that's something. Hang on a second, where is it? I want to show... Wait, let's go back here. I want to show something funny before I forget it. Where's Zephyr? So if you go Zephyr, and you have Tailwind that lets you stay in the air. Actually, Tailwind isn't even what does it. Never mind, because you have to aim glide. If you have stuff to aim glide, and then you can float longer with your passive, I have Aerodynamic, Boreal's Anguish, Boreal's Hatred, or Aero Vantage, Pantagum. All this stuff, kind of funny, just aim glide. So if you use that and then you slap on Praetos, the the special Incarnon mode attack is similar to Exodia Contagion. You have to aim glide and do a mid-air attack, but you don't have to double jump. So theoretically, you could spam it, and it works really well with Zephyr. I mean, not really, but also yes. So look at this. Hang on, it's kind of funny. So you obviously want to build your combo up. That's what we're going to do first. Just start whacking shit. Get Tennokai. Do that. Now, if you're aim gliding and you swing down, you'll slam a lot of the time. But if you start attacking It then aimed down. Wait, what? Earlier it wasn't doing that. Okay, as long as I don't aim straight down, and I'm aim gliding, I just sit in the air. So with this build, the aim glide for a really long time, and Zephyr's passive, you can just float around spamming the Kratos' attack in the air. And it's kind of funny. It doesn't have much range though, so that's a bit of a problem. But you're also able to make use of the massive crit bonus Zephyr gets from her passive, on top of the being really floaty in the air. I just feel like this is really funny and has some potential. So, you know, feel free to try that out. Maybe find something funny that you can do with it. I think there was one more thing I wanted to mention or talk about or ask about, and I can't remember what it was. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. There was a weapon that I was like, I need some help on ideas for. But your boy can't seem to remember what it was. Hermity. Well, son of a son. I guess it must have not been that important if I forgot about it. Anyways, I guess that's it. This is just kind of random rant video asking about stuff, talking about stuff. If you have anything interesting or just want to leave a comment in general that says, I don't know, come, just for the YouTube algorithm, that'd be epic. Adios.